Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to do episode 3 of our PCS series. This is going to be a what's in our carry-ons, and we're going to do mine. We're going to do everybody's carry-on. We're going to start off with Ryan's backpack. This is his backpack. It's a Fuckeye backpack, and Fuckeye is a brand from back home. I know it sounds like a bad word, but it's really not. It's just a brand from back home, and we like to support our local brands. I'm going to go ahead and roll right into it. On the side of his backpack, he just has a couple of blankets rolled into each other here, and this is for us to use on the airplane because you never know how sanitary those ones provided by the airlines are, and I just feel better with my kids using ones that we have. So I'm going to go ahead and open up his backpack. The first thing I pull out is his neck pillow. This is a memory foam neck pillow that I purchased from TJ Maxx. I believe it was like $12.99, and it has a little button here that he could button or whatever he wants to do. So this is for him. And then we just have our laptop cord and an HDMI cord, and then let me show you. If you have a MacBook Pro, you know that it doesn't have an HDMI port. So I purchased this off of eBay, and what it is it plugs into your MacBook Pro here, and there's an HDMI port right there. So you could just attach this to that, and then your HDMI port, and it plugs into the TV or whatever. And yeah, we just have a lot of movies on our laptop, so that's always great for the kids, especially in the hotel room. And then also in here is all of our important documents that we like to keep on hand, like birth certificates, you know, marriage certificate, all that kind of stuff we kind of keep in here. And then he has just his military. If you're Air Force, you know these blue folders. They're very infamous, and this just has all his military documents that he needs to hand carry. In the back, he just has his laptop, which will be mine while we're traveling because I need this to edit and upload and all that good stuff, because our iMac is going in our unaccompanied, so I won't have that for a while. I think pretty much that's it. Let's see what's in here. Oh, and then also in his backpack, I have my mouse for the MacBook Pro. And I just stuck that on the side there, and I just keep it in the little container that it comes in, you know. And yeah, so that's his backpack. We're going to go ahead and move on to mine. And it's just really bright and sequenced. This backpack is by Le Sports Sac. I'm unsure if I'm going to use this backpack. We're debating on buying one of those small little carry-ons that you can roll, and putting my stuff and the kids' stuff all in one. That way they don't have to carry anything. But for right now, this is what we decided on. We're not 100%, but I'm going to go ahead and roll right into it. So in my backpack, in the larger portion, I'm going to open that up. You guys can see it's really jam-packed in there. So in here, I just have my memory foam pillow, and this was also from TJ Maxx for $12.99. And then in here, I just have my wallet, and then I have my glasses case, and this is from Ross for $4.99. It's super cute. It's pink on the inside, and I have my sunnies in here, my glasses, and then Liana's sunnies in here as well. So yeah, that's what's in that. And then I just have this. It's just a phone case, a camera case for my camera that I'm using right now, which is the Sony A5000, and camera is just going to go in here when we travel. And then I have my Erin Condren planner, as well as a little notebook just to kind of jot down ideas. I just have this notebook. It's a black and white notebook, and this is where I keep all of our inventory for our like household stuff. So I like to keep that with me. And then I just have this is by Huggies, and it's just a refillable wipes case. So I like to keep that. It's refillable, and with kids you always need wipes, right? So yeah. And then this little plastic thing right here is where I keep all of our passports and all of, you know, our SS and everything like that, just to kind of keep it in there because we need this to travel. So that's everything that was in there. I'm going to go ahead and move on to the side pockets. In this side pocket, I just have an extra cube charger for our iPhones and iPads. Other side pocket, on the other side, I just have this little clear container that I got from Target, and I just kind of keep, let's see what I have in here. I have my earphones. I have this thing I bought off of Amazon. It's a dual headphone jack, so for the kids when we're on the airplane and they're watching a video or a movie on, you know, one device, and if they both want to watch the same thing, we can plug both their earphones into it and it would make life a lot easier. Because we went through that issue before and it was no fun. But I just have a backup battery for my camera and another plug, because you can never go wrong with having more than one, right? So that's that. And then in the smaller front pocket, I just have a bunch of stuff in here. When you're traveling via air, you are allowed to bring liquids that are less than a fluid ounce, I believe. And you're supposed to keep it in this little, you know, 1 quart or sandwich size baggie. I'm going to call it a sandwich size baggie. So you just keep all your liquids in here. You're allowed 1 per person. So here I just have some meds for the kids. I don't know if this will go through, but I'm hoping it will. I've never had an issue before carrying these through. And I just have a hand sanitizer, because you can never go wrong with that. And then in the other baggie, which I'll probably put in the hubby's bag, I just have hand sanitizer. This is a spray sanitizer. And then I just have some lotion, Rihanna's little lippy, and this is some hand soap, just in case. And then also in here, I have this one. If you're familiar with Ipsy, you know that this is the June Ipsy bag. I'm still trying to find a better bag to keep all of this stuff in, so I may change it up. But in here, I just have a few med essentials that I feel like we're gonna need while we travel. So the first thing I pull out is this, which is the children's Pepto-Bismol, and RJ gets an upset stomach a lot, so I will just carry that just in case. I have Zyrtec because Ryan and I both have really bad seasonal allergies. And then I have this little white first aid kit by Johnson & Johnson, and in here I just have Dramamine for the kids. This is the kids Dramamine. I have Dramamine for Ryan and I. I have some Benadryl just in case Ryan breaks out in hives, because he tends to do that from time to time. I have some Motrin just in case we get a headache. And then I just have some Band-Aids and alcohol wipes in there just in case. And then what else do I have in here? Oh, I have some lady products. Around the time that we're traveling is around the time that I'm starting, so I need to keep those handy. And then I just have some panty liners. I have some Kleenex in here. And then the last thing I pull out, oh, 2 of them. The last 2 items that I pull out are actually phone cards. I like to carry these in our travel bags, especially when we're going overseas, because a lot of the times your cell phone's going to be disconnected, especially if you're moving overseas. Your cell phone's going to be disconnected, so I keep these handy just in case anything were to happen and we need to make a phone call. These are free, and Ryan receives this when he deploys. They always give him a free phone card, so I always tell him to keep them. And that is pretty much everything that is in my bag. I mean, the only other thing I have is a comb and a pen. Alright, so I'm going to move on to Liana's because hers is a lot more simpler. The first thing that she has to travel with is her Hello Kitty pillow pet. The pillow pets are a big reason why we haven't decided if we're going to carry backpacks, me and RJ, or if we're going to carry the wheel on, just because these things are so bulky. And I think, honestly, what I might do from our flight from here to Seattle, I may put these in our luggages, and then once we pick up our luggage, because we have to pick it up in Seattle to transfer to the AMC flight, I may just pull these out then for that flight, because that's the longest flight and that's the one that I want these for. And this is RJ's pillow pet, just a little monkey. And then Liana just has this little backpack. Honestly, there's not much in here because she's probably not even going to want to carry it, so I kept it very light. She just has her headphones in here, which are the princess ones that I got from Walmart for like $19.99 or $24.99 or something like that. And then this little inside out notebook that she can just kind of draw in and scribble in. This was $1 in the dollar section at Walmart. So that's everything that's in Liana's backpack, and she has this little My Little Pony backpack that her grandparents got for her birthday from Toys R Us. This is his Super Mario backpack, and this is what he used all school year. This is probably what he's going to use next school year. Don't judge me. We're going to go ahead and go into his So in the bigger pocket, I just have a bag of dried snacks for the kids, some gummies in here, some yogurt raisins, and then 2 packs of gum, because the kids, I don't let them chew gum all the time, but for the airplane, I do let them chew gum for landing and takeoff, because we all know their ears pop and it's very uncomfortable. So I have gummies and gum and some yogurt to help with that. And then in here, he just has his DS, which he's bringing. And then we just have this. This is what he used during the school year for all his pencils and stuff. But I just have some crayons in here for them to kind of scribble and color. And then he also has an inside out book. He also has this Common Core 3rd grade workbook, and this is division. He struggles with division, so I figured I would put this in here and we would work on it while we're traveling, you know, like do 1 worksheet a day. I need to go and pick up the 4th grade edition because he is going into 4th grade. He is also carrying a few things for Liana. So the first thing is her coloring book, and this is the My Little Pony. She's obsessed with My Little Pony. She talked about this in our current family favorites. And this is her Spark and Spark personalized book with her name. You guys can see it's personalized with her name. It just has a bunch of traceable spelling of her names, as well as the ABCs and blank ones. And they also have the alphabet from A through Z in there as well. So I figured we can work on this as well because she is preschooler age now. Here is also his iPod. And then the charger for his iPod. And then he also has his headphones, his Iron Man headphones. These are from TJ Maxx. They were $12.99. They're exactly like Liana's Princess one, but cheaper. So I would check TJ Maxx if you're interested in those headphones. And then in here, he just has his eyeglass case, which is TMNT. And this is from Walmart. And then in here is also his glasses, but yeah, that is everything that is in RJ's backpack, and that concludes our video. Yeah, that's it for our what's in our carry-on video. I apologize, my camera died, so I am recording the rest on my iPhone, but I also wanted to include one little tidbit of a packing tip that I forgot to include last time, which I think is a really good tip. So I'm going to go ahead and switch the camera around and bring you in my closet. I got these at the dollar store. They're just little zip ties, and I mean $1 for 100 pieces is a good deal. And then I got the bigger ones, which is the ones I'm using right now, and these are also from the dollar store. So my packing tip is, you know when you have empty hangers, the movers usually tend to just throw it in a box and it gets all tangled. And when you get the box, it's just a nightmare to kind of sort through. And I just want to make my life a little easier when I'm unpacking. So what I did was I zip tied one end and the other end, so the hangers are all stuck together. And that way when they put them in the box, they're not so tangled. And so when we get them, all we got to do is cut them loose. And yeah, so I figured I would share that just in case. So I'm going to show you guys how I do. Slide it through, and you're going to wait for it to click. Come on, click. There you go. And then once you have it clicked, you're going to pull it real tight, the tightest that you can pull it. And I mean, you can do one side. One side is good, but for me, I like to know that it's secure, so I'm going to do both sides. So I'm going to do the same thing with this side. I'm just going to slip it through and then slip it through the little hole here until it clicks, and then tighten it. So just like that. See, and it's super secure. You can throw it around. I hope you guys found that tip helpful, and maybe you will use it in your next packing adventure. So next time, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you haven't already, please subscribe for more of our videos, and we will see you guys again in our next video. Bye!